Hey everybody, so I'm Gadget Guy here, and I'm kind of a watch fiend. Not only am I a big fan of smartwatches, you guys have seen a number of my videos on that, but I also just like really funky, kind of silly, collectible watches. This is my happy hour, which always tells me what time happy hour is. And then I've got, my traditional sort of metal bracelet band watches. Very simple timepieces that I might wear with a nicer outfit, kind of dress up a bit when I'm maybe going out to dinner with my wife. And watches are one of those really personal style things. Some companies have done a very good job of dressing up smartwatches. For example, I think this Asus Zen watch is still one of the most attractive smartwatches on the market today. We can still clean up that look even more by switching out the watch band. It's one of the main things that I like about smartwatches that use a traditional watch band. For all three of these watches, they're using a standard 22mm pin right here, which means any watch band that you want to pop on there, you can. So I reached out to the folks at Popov Leather. They're a little company up in Canada. They make these high quality products. They make wallets and credit card holders, but they also make watch bands, leather watch bands, and all of their pieces are hand cut, hand assembled out of this really nice, supple, soft Horween leather. And they obviously come in a number of really cool colors. And these are some of the samples they sent for dressing up a smartwatch, taking something geek and making it a little more geek chic. Now, these are traditional old school watch bands. They don't have quick release pins like some of the straps that come with our smartwatches do. You will need to use these little spring-loaded pins to attach them to your watch. And that also means having to use one of these little jeweler tools to set that pin in your watch. This is a less expensive version. This is a more expensive version of that jeweler tool, but I picked this up for $7 on Amazon. So on top of the price of really dressing up your watch and using a higher quality leather watch strap, this is not a significant investment if you like to play with swapping out your watch bands and you want to improve the variety or selection, or use some of these specialty watch bands from smaller companies. All of these watch bands have quick release pins. You can pop this strap right off. The watch is just going to sit there. Ditto the Gear 2. I think the quick release pin's right there. Gonna pop that out. Gonna grab this side too. There we go, nice and easy. And I'm using a Fossil watch strap on my G-Watch R right now. It's a sporty, pleathery, plasticky feeling thing. It just doesn't look very nice when I want to wear the G-Watch R out on a night with friends. I know the Urbane is the classier of the LG smartwatches, but I still really like the simple plain black on the G-Watch R. I'm not really a big fan of flashy gold. So now we've got our three watches here, and the pins that we use to connect these types of straps to our watches are also very inexpensive. You can find a ton of them online. So starting with this oxblood strap, I've actually been using this strap with my Asus for a little while, but I really want to see what it's going to look like with the G-Watch R. So we've got the two pieces there. I'm going to take one of these pins and just slide it in here. I'm going to cut to fast forward because I've got kind of shaky hands. It's a little hard to line this up while I'm also trying to shoot video, so I might not always have the best sight line here. All right, that only took me 3 tries on this first one down here at the bottom. I accidentally sent one of the spring pins flying. I maybe edited that out of this video. But folks, black and oxblood just looks stinking cool. Here, let me put this watch on my wrist so you can actually see what it looks like while wearing it. There it is on the wrist, red and black, just looking really sharp, looking really cool. I feel a bit better wearing this out for a nice evening instead of the sport strap that I was using before with the G-Watch R. I went ahead and cut away just so I could install the straps on these other two watches, save you the time of watching me try and put these things together. Each installation probably took between 3 and 5 minutes depending on how the arms connect to the watch straps. This was actually the trickiest, the Gear 2, because of the way that these arms swing a little bit lower than the arms on the G-Watch R, which actually, even though we've got taper to the watch, they stick out pretty straight from the sides. And the easiest was the Asus because there's a lot of clearance, there's a lot of room around these arms right here on the ends of the Asus Zen watch. So this one was super easy to put together. And personally, I gotta say, I'm a big fan of the look that Popov Leather is going for on these straps. They're simple, they're clean. There's a slightly more rustic look as these are hand stitched, and that will be a personal preference argument right there, whether or not you like this machine perfect stitching, or if you like something that has a little bit more of a worn or rustic feel to it. In trying to make smartwatches feel a little bit more like traditional timepieces, helping them not stick out so much like the modern day equivalent of a calculator watch. I'm definitely digging on this more handcrafted look, the slightly more artisan feel for dressing up my watch. Yeah, I'm really digging the look on these. This brown with the little rose gold accent right here. Blue and white with the silver and black on the Gear 2. I think that definitely looks a lot sharper than the sport band that Samsung packages with the Gear 2. And I'm just gonna put this one right back on again. Oxblood. I think they actually call this watch strap burgundy, but it is an oxblood. And I'm strapping a new pair of boots. I think I'm gonna go with a pair of Solovair boots to replace my aged Doc Martens. And I'm gonna probably get them in oxblood, this sort of darker reddish color leather. I think that looks sick. I really wanna thank the folks at Popov Leather for helping me dress these watches up. Each one of these straps is gonna cost $39.99, which is a beautiful price to pay for a very high quality leather, a very soft and supple leather that feels good on the wrist and is hand assembled, hand stitched, and is hysterical considering that if you were to shop an Apple Watch, the dedicated Apple Watch leather band is going to cost you $150. So even factoring in the price of a $7 little watch band jeweler tool and a couple extra little spring pins here, you're still well ahead of the Apple Watch solution if you want to wear leather on your wrist-worn gadget. I'll leave some links down below this video where you can find some more info on Popov Leather products. Like I said, they make some cool keychains and wallets and credit card holders. I've become a big fan of these watch bands, so I would hope that you check them out, especially if you're looking at dressing up your geek, making it a little more chic. As always, folks, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe for more reviews like these, and I would not be able to continue producing on this channel if you all weren't out there sharing my reviews on social sites like Twitter and Facebook and Reddit and the Googles+, so please keep bringing more cool people to the party. Hit that thumbs up button, and I will catch you all on the next review.